ऐसा
हाँ
नहीं है सर, ऐसा Namaskar. Welcome to Global Governance News TV, and we're going to discuss the vaccines and politics, UK, and the world, this part of the world. Recently, we have seen the order for the just some list of the countries UK had released. So from the that was part of India also, some African country also. This country visitors, if they come to UK, they have to quarantine for 10 days and a name with the name of the vaccine. Even though Covishield was a product of the UK, they are not going to recognize the Covishield certificate also. And the Indian vaccine, Covaxin, is going to be recognized very soon by WHO, but they were also not in favor of that. After that, government of India reacted. They relaxes, given some relaxation, and after that, situation is not under control. Although India has exported lakhs of millions of the jabs to the UK as well as the 97 countries. And till date, about 84 crore vaccination has been done in India as per record. So I'm not going to on that details, but our discussion is to intention of the UK. How just the I think the colonial hangover continues. Nothing is explained, and after that, our government of India reacted. This is an unwise and arbitrary decision. Our Prime Minister Narendra Modi also tweeted, while not naming any country, call for recognition of vaccine certificate. Also need to focus on addressing the pandemic or economic effects. To the end, international travel should be made easier. The mutual recognition of vaccine certificates. Our India External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar also had raised the issues of discrimination against India, which is the British counterpart, leaves us on the sidelines of UNGA in New York. Our Foreign Secretary, India Foreign Secretary Harsingla, too reacted. He said that at a media briefing the next day that India could think of the reciprocal measures against the nations which don't recognize our country's vaccine certification. Sringla went on to add that Covishield is a licensed product of UK company that is made in India. Further, the UK government itself requested for the 5 million Covishield jabs. India did export these, which were used by the National Health Service. Against this backdrop, non-recognition of Covishield is a discriminatory policy and does impact on those of citizens traveling to UK. So there is a story and what BBC reported after that, how just some relaxation, then revised after the all reaction. UK governments have revised, but it is already the travel Wednesday. Today is Thursday, saying that Covishield vaccine jointly developed by AstraZeneca and Oxford University and manufactured by the Serum Institute of India qualifies an approved vaccine for travelers based in Britain for any part of the world from October 4 onwards. Today is 23rd September. So the immigration calculator already they have mentioned and how they does not translate relief of the quarantine for fully vaccinated with WHO approved Covishield travelers from India under the relaxed rule that come into force from October 4. So we can understand the problem does not Covishield but India's vaccine certificate, as top UK officials has said. India had earlier protested the UK's non-recognition of the Covishield vaccine and warned of the reciprocal measures if the discriminatory policy was not amended. So we have just already invited the 2-3 doctors. They are on the way, but we have Alok Laharji, senior journalist, and you've already seen all the vaccine politics, all the discrimination in India and other parts of the world and Europe and the USA. Senior journalist, welcome Alok Laharji in this show, and Rakesh Tiwari ji from Toronto, sitting in Canada, and they'll try to analyze how the Canada also facing the vaccine and vaccination and also other parts of the world. So we start from Alok Laharji.
Good evening, Kumar Rakeshji and fellow panelists. I hope certain doctors would also be joining us.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, World Health Organization, it is it is, like, how do I put it? It has approved seven vaccines, out of which two are American. Sorry, three are American, two are Chinese, and one is from UK. But it is also manufactured in India under the name of Covaxin. Now, the strangest thing is that if you manufacture it in India, but you put the name AstraZeneca, then it becomes approved. Then you can put it anywhere, then there is no issues. But in case it is COVID Shield, which means the same bottle, it takes another name, then the problem is that no, you are not, allowing it. Now, this is not happening only with UK, but UK becomes a special case. It is happening with the rest of the countries also. Let's not even talk about the indigenously made Bharat Biotech Covaxin. What is happening here? It is very simple. It is not just vaccine politics, it is money. Okay. Now, with all the infrastructure, these two countries, let's just, limit ourselves to United States of America and UK. With all the infrastructure they have, developed countries, perfect health, protection system, fantastic doctors, fantastic hospitals, everything is fantastic. What is the net result? Right now, United States of America has got more vaccines than it can provide, or even put to their own people. Same happens with UK. Both the countries are facing, the fifth phase, probably with the the Delta plus variant, and they are
Yeah.
unable to control it. Why are they not letting other vaccines come into this? Because they're trying to sell it. I mean, we were talking about UNGC meeting, and Mr. Boris was with Mr. Bolsonaro. Jair Bolsonaro, who is the president of Brazil, he has not taken even one single dosage of any vaccine. And he was, looking at the camera and saying very clearly, take the AstraZeneca, take the AstraZeneca. Like, this is, you will feel like that there is somebody who just climbed up on your metro and is trying to sell you certain things. This is how the Prime Minister of UK was behaving in that meeting. Now, what is happening? Why? The expected sale of Pfizer BioNTech is from 15 billion to 30 billion dollars in the year 2021. If we talk about Moderna, it is almost the same amount. We're talking about 36 million dollars. Johnson and Johnson is also there. Their numbers are slightly less, but that is it. But AstraZeneca, the same thing happens. We're talking about from 2 billion to 3 billion dollars. Now we're talking about this amount of money. So the prime minister or the president of that country becomes the sales representative of this pharmaceutical company. So it is nothing else but pure business. Now, what happens in case of India? We are manufacturing under license AstraZeneca, which is being executed to perfection in India. The amount of people who are vaccinated in a single day have gone up to 2 million people, which is a world record. And we've beaten our own record, I don't know how many times. In spite of that, if we compare, when you're giving first shot or you're giving the second shot, the certificate which is given, I don't know if our viewers have seen those certificate, both in United States of America and in UK, they give you a small chit of paper which is written with your hand, and anybody can make a copy of that. And if you see the certificate which is being given in India, you'll be amazed. The name of the vaccine is there, the name of the patient is there, that the batch number is there. Not only this, it has also got the person who has executed that vaccine, and the dosage is there. And there is also one of those QRC code, so you can access it from anywhere in the world. So it is one of the most modern, certificate which is being provided. Now UK says that yes, the vaccine is approved, but the certificate is not approved. Oh, that is crazy. Now that reminds me of Mahatma Gandhi. What is happening is that they are unable to swallow that India has done this. They thought it will be a great market. We'll be able to, get out lots of money from India. And they were unable to do it because we had our own manufacturing. We were doing a very great job, controlled. after the second phase, we had problems. There was no doubt about it, but it was again controlled because the execution was to perfection. Now that reminds me of what Mahatma Gandhi said. First, they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, and then you win. So we are going to win. There is no doubt about it. Come what may, they can try to make more money, they can try to humiliate us, but in the end, they'll have to recognize that this India is the new India, and it is going to change, and it is going to challenge them in every sphere. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
okay. So, Rakesh Tiwari ji, I think that was the opening statement of Alok Laharji, and how just you initiate the topic. So, how just see the so many vaccine in the world, and most of the from the UK, USA, and maximum from the India. Number one. Number two, this India is only country in the world who have vaccinated their own people large number, about 83 crore plus. Number three, after all that, do you think there is a UK and other countries trying to feel domination on the India and other African countries
Okay.
and developing countries? So is it that? Is there? Do you
Okay.
think like
Okay.
that?
Oh, you're talking about the domination. If they are
Yeah,
trying to dominate the market,
yeah,
or somehow.
yeah, yeah.
Definitely, it doesn't seem right at all. But thank you so much, Kumar Akeshji, pointing towards the direction. But I do have some other angles as well. See, most of the media has reported this is racist in a kind of way,
Yeah, yeah, you're
that
right.
it has been a kind of racism. Uh, um, Racism is could play definitely a part, and I'm glad that it came out so uh, so openly, okay, so bluntly it came out. If that has a part to do that, but I think more of a market, and yes, thinking in that way that who we are. I'm so glad that Bharat has registered its protest very strongly. They have accepted the vaccine, but still the people who are going from Bharat, they are forced to go for quarantine. So it is not, it's like we accepting it, but we are not accepting it. So Bharat has to take some strong measures.
One line I have to add. Although there is the fourth wave in all itself UK, the large number of cases in
Yeah, yeah.
mostly UK
I'm
rather
going to
than the
address it.
USA.
I'm
Yeah,
going to address it. So there is no miss other than that they have some kind of other motives, or where miss politically we have to think about it too as well. It seems like they have disregarded. They are not understanding the weight of Bharat in the world. Okay, and when they have rejected, and that shows the whole. And I'm so glad with one part that during this whole period, all the opposition parties of Bharat, they have joined the hands with the government of Hindustan, government of Bharat. They have done it. Now the coming question is this: why did they do it? That we have to see it. Why did that's the first question comes. Is it a kind of attitude they are having towards it? If this is the attitude, and we like some of the things which comes on surface, and then we realize it, okay, and but some of those things which are already underneath the surface, and we are seeing it, but because it did not come out, we do not address it properly. So in my humble understanding, this is an eye-opening situation for all the Bharatiyas who are in Bharat or outside of Bharat. And for the government of Hindustan, Bharati Sarkar, Bharati government, they have to make sure the respect of Aam Bharati who travels with the passport, how is treated outside of Bharat.
you
And
know,
for
Canada
that,
also restricted for the next, I think, 21st September to perhaps October.
yes.
Canada also restricted. Yeah,
No, so well, let me say this. So Bharat has to take its measures. If Canadians will be stopped, Canada is taking its measures. If Canada was stopped at the EU and other places, Canada takes its measures. It does it gets gives then and there reply back. We do give. We don't get bogged down. So if Canada has done, negotiation, I will say fairly, Abhinay, should be more stronger. Whatever government of Bharat is doing, Bharat Sarkar is doing right now, they have to be more stricter when they are dealing with the be it Canada, be it US. Miss Bharat is a country, and we are here. We came from there, so we the love, the affection, and plus the stand too. We know that it doesn't make sense that the same company which is making UK, same another places, same they are making in Bharat, and you just blocked it. Okay, and afterwards, what is this nonsense? What is this nonsense? This should be, and the politicians, I would have been very happy if somebody from UK, from the political party or any dispensation, they should have been here, and as they came in other programs, they should have been here and to answer it properly. That what is the like why
I call 2% from
British
UK, but
government have not.
actually
I
they could
think
not be
they
done.
don't have a face. Let me say, maybe
Yeah,
they must
yeah,
be
maybe,
busy.
yeah,
Maybe they are
yeah.
your friends. Okay, with all due respect to them, but you cannot defend the undefended.
They are doctors basically.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
they have an issue. Means if they say something,
Maybe,
it might
maybe.
go against them or some this way or that way.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
maybe,
but
maybe, maybe.
definitely, I will say politically, the British Foreign Department has made a huge, huge, huge diplomatic and so bluntly mistake, and they will regret it because I don't think so. They should have done it, but they have done it. So now they have to repair, and it is up to them. And I will say, Covishield acceptance of Covishield is not good enough yet. When the Bhartis, Hindustanis, they are going over there, they should not be quarantined. It should be respected as other, people who are taking the dose from anywhere.
Okay, 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 okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So just you already mentioned that should not be done, but I think I am reading a statement of two Congress leaders from India. Uh, so that is a very interesting. One, Mr. Jairam Ramesh, the former minister, civil Congress leader,
Yeah.
absolutely bizarre, considering Covishield was originally developed in the UK and the Serum Institute, Pune has supplied to that country too. This is smacks of racism. And his party colleagues and author, Sashi Tharoor,
Yeah,
told at
he
a
has said it.
media platform, why should Indians be deemed to be lesser breed than others? Well, it is deeply offensive that fully vaccinated Indians have to quarantine, while others who may have taken the same vaccine in other countries do not. So this is
They
a
should be respected for that.
yeah.
They have done good
But
job.
other way, all the BBC said that this is overreaction. But
No,
Alok, do you think this is overreaction?
Absolutely not.
no.
Absolutely not. I mean, just imagine. Do you remember when with the second wave started off, and
Our prime minister also tweeted, and our foreign secretary also taken a stand, and the external affairs minister has also just made the counterpart UNG and New York.
no, but I mean, I remember that when the second wave started off. No, it was before the second wave. It was when United States of America had stopped exporting the raw material for making the vaccine, and then we had protested again. In that time, we were not able to provide the vaccine which was manufactured in India and then given to the European countries. Then Mrs. Merkel had said that you know it is thanks to us that India has become a vaccine superpower. So we'll have to start working.
Alok, just I'll take the break for a while, just come back and then let's start you.
Okay, we'll wait for the break.
Yeah. Welcome back after break. Alok, you are just focusing on that, how the other countries behaving to the UK, and UK himself is just, I think, facing the fourth wave already. The situation
That's
is so
what,
green.
what I'm trying to say is that if the vaccine has been made in India and it is being delivered to the European countries and other countries, just because our certificate is better than yours, you're not letting us in. This is crazy. We got so many students who come from India and have to join their studies. So in a way, what the Britishers are saying that our students should not be coming there. So it's okay. We can send our students to other countries. Australia is one of them. We can send them to New Zealand. So if Indians are not welcome there, there is no reason why we should be going there at all. And then after the Brexit, why should we have a special arrangement with UK? Why not have a special arrangement with the European Union itself? For example, I'm sitting in Spain here in Barcelona, and our certificate is very similar to the Indian one. Although the Indian
Yeah.
one is more, it's got more details. But obviously, it has the date when the vaccination was given, which kind of vaccination was given, and then there was the first dose given, and then there was the second dose given. That's it. It doesn't talk about the person who's executed it on you, the batch number, or anything else. So it is very similar, and you can have it on a mobile phone, which is very fine. So if Spain is letting us, the only problem is the language. But lots of Indian students have started coming to Spain to study, and then businessman can come to Europe. Why should we have a special status with UK just because we were once a colony of US, UK, and we are part of the Commonwealth? It doesn't make sense at all. I mean, in case we are part of the Commonwealth, then we should be treated, on equal basis, and this is absolutely unacceptable. I mean, the attitude which UK has right now
Yeah.
is kind of the pre-colonial hangover which they have. This has to end.
So there is also report. I'll check from Rakesh Tiwari ji. Okay, there are some authorities also reported the reaction of the UK. The vaccine maker Serum Institute of India confirmed that some doses were fake. So whatever the truth about the counterfeit vaccines, it cannot be brushed under the carpet. At least that is not what responsible nations do. It is, however, quite evident that the British authorities overreacted to a fear which had been expressed by a body that is the WHO, whose credibility already has been seriously questioned by the different corners, all corners. So it has also claimed that the duplicate version of Covishield vaccine were sold in the country. So Indian government is probing this claim and will take action if found any substance to allegation. As the Health Minister of India, Mansukh Bhai Mandavia, is already said in the statement. So interestingly, there's not any major report in the media.
Yeah.
But how the UK is reacting on just a false report and whatever just the BBC and other reports. There's also the stake of the BBC, the credibility at stake. The BBC like organization
Okay.
also
Yeah.
on the creating the fake news.
Yes. Let me take it from here. I totally agree with the Alokji. Totally agree with him that Bharat has to take a stricter action. Okay, you cannot just some this is something they don't understand it. It's not somewhere it just happened. They just reversed it, their own decision. Before they were not accepting, just in a one day they did it. Okay, afterward, but still they are keeping they want to keep their legs up by still making that the traveler coming from Bharat and Hindustan, they should go for quarantine. So that is still not acceptable. And Bharat has to. I will say one thing more in this way: we should have a stricter foreign policy on this one. Should not be taken. I mean, no but country should be able to insult so publicly and try to do that. It doesn't make sense. And right there, I will say contra action should be taken. That you are stopping, we are stopping. See, like just right now, I'll give you an example. That where France has reacted towards the US, done and there, they call their ambassador, done and there. Now, US has admitted that we made a mistake. We are talking to France. That's how you say save yourself. This is insult completely. So we have to be more firm on it with any country and every country. Somewhere we are soft, way soft. We should not be that soft. Still we are soft. I will respect Modi ji's decision. A lot of things where he was firm, very
No,
firm.
but the government is not soft, Tiwari ji. Government has already reacted.
Well, they have
already
reacted, but this is not
and
acceptable.
content also.
More
Content
firm
also.
action because they have, still
No,
the
so
people have
they
to go through the quarantine. They still have
Yeah.
people have to go through the quarantine.
But UK also just soften their actions, whatever they're trying to adopt, and they
Well,
are saying after
Still,
4th
the
October,
result is same. Ultimate result is same, sir. Means If you have a vaccine or you don't have vaccine, you have to go for quarantine anyway. So what in the
But,
heck? You said that
but
just okay
that is
because the
also
because
matter
the
of
vaccine
question,
is
Tiwari.
acceptable.
That is also matter of the question. UK has not questioned the credibility of WHO, as the WHO is in the dock for so many
I
reasons.
will say there, we have to have our more firm and louder voice on it, on
Okay.
WHO. See, US has in under the Trump administration came openly. Why
Yeah,
are we afraid to take on this
they have
this
stopped the
world
funds
bodies?
also. What they released to the
Let me
WHO.
complete,
Please,
Kumar Rakesh,
please.
let me complete this. Why should we soften on any country or any world body which doesn't serve the interest of Bharat? Means I'm not saying they have to serve the interest, but they cannot go openly. That's why we are not even able to go. Hindi is not even recognized in the United Nations as well as a seven top languages in the world. Hindi has no place over there. So
Now,
because we have a
now development
softened,
has,
we have a
but
very soft foreign policy, we have to take stricter measures, okay, for any country in the world. I'm in Canada. You cannot disregard, you cannot disrespect. This is from to country to country. India is such a huge country, one of the biggest economies in the world, one of the biggest army in the world, and one of the biggest market in the world. Okay, vaccination we are providing all over the world, and they are saying, okay, I'm sorry. I say, excuse me, who are you? So
yeah.
definitely we should have a more stronger. I will say that whatever means I will not criticize completely that the Bharat Sarkar is not doing what they're supposed to. They must be
They have
negotiating. They
no,
must
no,
have
no.
given a time.
They have
Okay,
already done whatever reports come from the which
but
side. They
we have to
also,
be very careful with the attitude of those who thinks
sir,
that they have
with
ruled over
74
us
years old,
and that
sir,
racist thing.
but 74 years old colonial attitudes and hangover continues, you can say, but
Well, they
other
still
way
have
they
it.
have to
We
do.
have to know that. They
So
still have it.
and living in Canada, you also know the hangover of the colonial British colonial mindset. So already
No,
know,
well,
but
we should not
it is,
accept it. We should, wherever we
yeah.
can counter it, we must counter it.
No,
Wherever we can counter it, we
Government of
must
India with
counter it.
all sources counted it. They have relaxed their whatever rules they have the last day, and they have just going to be relaxed
I
more.
think people at large from all over the places, they
Yeah,
should write email message to the UK government that this is
yeah,
not acceptable. It doesn't make sense. It
yeah.
doesn't make sense. If it
So,
makes sense, we understand it.
Alokji, just you see I'm talking about the India. The latest data is 83 crore 39,000. Sorry, 39 lakhs 83. I'm repeating now. 83 crore 39 lakhs 90,000 49 total vaccination doses. Till this is a 8 a.m. 23rd September IST. This is the data, latest data by the government of India. And total sample tested 55 crore 83 lakhs 67,013. And vaccination doses day before 71 lakhs 38,205. So today's vaccination till 8 morning 62 lakhs 51,310. This is the
244.
data. So and active cases is and 3 lakhs and old and new and not much. And according to Randeep Guleria, director of the All India Institute of Medical Science, he has claimed, I think no third wave seems to be come in India. But that's good news for the Indians
Mhm.
and for the other part of the world also. How we have controlled the corona and what of COVID-19. So as well as this comparative, I'll take the Tiwari also, just to vaccination number one and just COVID control, whatever measures has been taken. How do you satisfied with Spain as well as India? And I'll take
Oh,
the
definitely.
Tiwari.
I'm very satisfied the way it has been handled in Spain. I'm also very satisfied the way it has been handled in India. I'll tell you why. Because right now, when we go out, we can remove our mask. But almost 90% of the people are not, still wearing their mask outside. Although you cannot be fined now. Earlier, we had a fine of 125 euros in case the policeman caught you without the mask walking on the street. There was a fine like that.
Yeah.
But now it is not required. But people have become so conscious that in the metro, in the road, they are still wearing. I don't know what the situation is in India, but as far as vaccination is concerned, they are calling up. People are going for vaccination. There are very few people who don't want to get vaccinated, which is also a very plus point. Now, what I'm seeing is that in the beginning, India, what happened with India was Indian opposition was trying to play politics, which kind of made our media go against the vaccination plans of the government. And I think then BBC got a pick of the story. But fortunately, like you imagine how wonderful the Indian vaccination plan and the COVID control is, that even, our opposition people who had no reason, but even then they were criticizing just to politicize the issue. And you're talking about Mr. Tharoor, who's, come out in favor of the government, or Jaramji also. Like they have
Yeah,
come in favor, they have come out in the favor. This itself is a show. Like, it is showing. Now,
yeah,
what is happening? I'd like to bring to your notice another very interesting thing, that is the co-vaccine by Bharat Biotech. What happened with Bharat Biotech? They went to USA. They wanted to get it approved as an emergency case, emergency, and they applied to the FDA. And even before they submitted the application, their partners in the United States, they were told that there is no reason why you should be applying for the emergency use, because we have controlled. This is what the FDA told them, that we have already controlled the COVID. There are three vaccines which are already there in, and we have kind of reached a herd
Immunity.
immunity. Now, how can you say this? So many months ago, when till date there is
still
no herd
in the
immunity
USA,
anywhere.
the situation is not under control.
It
It is
is not
reported
under
every day
control.
in
It is
USA.
not under control. On the contrary, anybody who was watching, any American channel, you see those white flags being
Yeah,
being posted
more
in
than
front
6
of.
lakhs, 6 lakhs, 6 lakhs, more than 6 lakhs white
Exactly. Like,
flags.
it is not under control. People are scared there. Now they said that the government
Are
employees
behaving
have
the
to go
government.
back to
Yeah,
work. They are saying we are very happy working from home. They are not ready to go back. So you know what the situation is. And in such a way, such a situation, they say that we are not going to give. There is no reason why you should apply for emergency use. You have to apply for the regular use. Now, this is another type of apartheid. You're lying just because you want to support your own
yeah,
companies.
yeah, yeah.
And similar kind of a thing is
So yeah,
happening in UK also. It is your product. It is your product, which was developed by Oxford, and India is manufacturing it under license. You're telling us first, no, it will not be approved, and then you're telling us that yes, but your certificate is not valid. And this, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't enter anybody's head. But then BBC, you have, once upon a time, whenever we thought that we needed authentic information, we used to tune into BBC. Now it's the other way around. I mean, I don't have any faith in BBC anymore. So this is going to happen, and I'm going to repeat that again, like what Gandhiji said. Finally, they first, ignore you. And this is what they're trying to do. And finally, we are going to win. There's no doubt about it.
yeah. So according to reports that by 5th of October, the Covaxin, the Indian vaccine Covaxin will be certified by the WHO, according to the media reports. So that will accept it. So that's also
COVID
the
shield or co-vaccine?
Covaxin is already recognized in so
Yeah,
many
yeah,
ways.
exactly. It's
Yeah,
one of the
Indeed.
seven. It's one of the seven approved by them. But I
yeah,
don't know why WHO. So I think even on part of India, we should be more proactive in WHO. If China, which has got no history of
Yes.
producing vaccines, India is the the world's
yeah,
pharmaceutical
yeah.
company.
So
Like China is
Tiwari
the hub for
Tiwari,
manufacturing.
how just
They have got
just
two of their vaccines, approved, and India could not get even that. Now that is, we have been sitting back on our chairs, and we should do something more. We have to be more proactive. We have to be more aggressive, like Tiwari ji has been saying. Only then will they listen to us. Otherwise, they are going to try ignoring us till we prove
Yeah.
up.
What's your
Okay.
question, Kumar Akash?
Just how do you find just vaccination in Canada and the vaccination in India and the rest part of the world?
Well, see, vaccination has been an issue here. Okay, people are fighting and protesting. Let me say that this is. I want to mention this comparison that when in Bharat and Hindustan, when the people were refusing, they were called illiterate. They don't know. They are against it. A lot of things were named called those people. Okay, here the people are educated. Means everybody has a laptop, computer, all the information. Means most of the information. Everybody is informed, but still the protest is going on. Why not? That's a question, and it asks another time for the debate, the whole thing. Why people are even going against the vaccination? That's a whole lot of another debate. Now coming back to Canada, yes, we are moving forward with the vaccination. I strongly suggest people to get vaccinated for sure. Still we are using mask, we are using precautions, and but we and as we know that vaccination doesn't mean that you cannot get the covid corona again, but the life threatening situation, you are not going to be in that way. So we have to take it similarly in this way. As per question goes about the vaccine politics, that's very interesting. So that's and it's, I will say, not politics. It's a business. There's a money. I have a very strong, like I will say, maybe just disregard, as a conspiracy theory. In that, I will not say conspiracy theory, but I think that is going in people's heads somewhere. This the whole world is like paralyzed. Who's making money here? We know that what is the charges they have it. So the whole is does this COVID or corona, spirit of corona, where the vaccination and politics and the business of vaccination has played some roles. It's like people have died. I mean, like, is there some we have seen in some Hindi movies and stuff where when something happens, such pandemic comes, and then the black market here people, they will keep that dose of it, and they will play, they will play, and then people will die and whatnot, and all the things. But leaving that, I do have this, and why UK has acted as UK has acted. A lot of countries among each other, means we see them, they were friendly before, but not anymore. The whole world has kind of shifting, and Bharat Sarkar, in my humble understanding, I think they are very smart. They should not fall in trap of any country in the world. Okay, they should have their own foreign policy, and more again repeating, stricter. We have to be more strict for the pride of Bharat, because if I'm here, if something happens to me, I don't see Bharat Sarkar speaking. Americans, they do it. Canadians, we do it. We, if one citizen something happen,
Yeah.
the right away the approach comes there. Bharat Sarkar has to take that, change that attitude as well too. So those people, be it I have taken Canadian citizenship, but if my love and affection is there, so there should be some assistance and help. A lot of people. That's what we are, non-resident Bharatiya. We and when this act, we expect, and when UK has done what they've done, we really feel bad, and that's how we are
Okay.
expressing our views that we should, and we are sensing that racism which
Yeah.
is existing in the world, okay, which is existing
That should
in
not
UK,
be.
USA, all over the
Whatever
place.
Mahatma Gandhi and Martin Luther King and so many leaders has done it, that should not
Yeah,
be.
is a ugly reality of the world. Is a very ugly reality of the
This is a
world,
matter of the
and we
different. Actually,
must fight for that.
this is with a different topic, Tiwari ji, and then
Yeah,
we'll
but we
discuss
have
later.
to
Yeah.
be. I will again urge the foreign ministry of
Then
Hindustan, Bharat
all
Sarkar,
already the foreign
strict,
ministry, all
more
their
strict.
their
They have to be
duties
strict.
at the level of the
Nothing more
foreign
than that.
secretary and the
Yeah,
foreign minister. So Alok ji, I
they
think
should
this is
be more
only
strict. That's it.
1 minute we have 20 seconds. If you
Okay.
want to add something, Alok ji.
I mean, the only thing I can add is that if they behave like this with us, it should be tit for tat, and we should also, like what happened in case of France when the submarine thing happened. You know,
Yeah.
what happened? They recalled their ambassadors immediately. So the reaction was, at a very high level. So we have to do something like this so that they understand that, hey, India means business. So our reactions are normally, like, okay, cozy types, no, let's, sort it out and like this. No, no, no. The reactions have to be immediate and they have to be quick and they have to be, very strong reactions should be there on these kind of
Okay,
things.
okay.
Okay.
So actually, thank you so much, both of you panelists. Actually, the government of India already reacted on the stand of the UK, and after that, UK government revised their policy and just fixed the date for after 4th October. They'll do relax the whatever they have earlier ordered. Uh, that's we can say the reaction and the victory of the government of India. One,
May I?
another two. Sir, just going to wind up, sir. Please. Thank you. So I think either UK or any country now in the changing world should not be so themselves. They are bigger one and they are so powerful because this is a democracy throughout the except some countries throughout the world. The person people are the feeling that democracy. So UK should also understand whatever their in structures and the government structures already they have not controlled corona and how the peoples are come outside the road and they are not obeying the uh, discipline and guidelines of corona. So first they should strengthen their house, home, then to suggest and narrate and to anybody, to any other country, as I think, as we think. So nice of you. Just this politics should not be on the vaccine in corona, from either from India and for outside India, from any country. I think. Thank you very much. Just you participate in the program, and we'll meet again. And just see, subscribe, and share the Global Governance News TV for the next list movement of media throughout the world. Jai Hind.